Hello again. Appreciate you all tuning in, taking the time to watch this. This is the introduction of my about the 5th iteration of my video No-Shok Xtreme. I call it the video No-Shok Xtreme 3D. This should be my final revision. I have finally figured out a way to hide the springs, to get those concealed so they won't catch on any brush or get anything clogged up in them or anything like that. It's a very simple design, and it's still the same price, $65 plus $5 shipping. You can take your video camera off them very quickly, which I'll show you how to do again real quick. This one I'm able to show you the bottom of the unit because it's all closed. It's my proprietary design. I'll show it on the weapon here in a minute. This is the device that hooks it onto the Picatinny rail of your AR or bolt action rifle that is fitted with a piece of Picatinny rail that goes all the way across the ejection port, a one-piece of Picatinny rail. So it fits on a rifle, not intended for use with a shotgun. The way it works, the gun, when it's fired, goes back, the recoil goes back. This thing is spring loaded, you can see it move. When the gun goes back, this thing stays put with the shock. It absorbs that shock. And it's been tested on a 223 and a 308 so far. That's the only two weapons that I have. But there's enough spring travel there that I think it'll work on just about anything. I have a friend that's got a 50 BMG that I'm going to try it on one of these days. I know it'll work. They show smaller people and women shooting the 50 BMG. I know this will work. So now I'm going to show you real quick how to take it apart. Let me grab a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Woo! Okay, I'm back. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver. Don't need any other tools. You just turn the unit over, and if you can see it or not, down in there, there's a little Phillips screw. Right in there. 1/4 20 thread Phillips screw. All you do is pull the mechanism. See it on here. Pull the mechanism back, hold it back so you can get to the screw. You can see the screw down in there. You just put the screwdriver down in there. Screw it, it comes right off. That's all there is to it. There's your camera. And there's my video No-Shok Xtreme 3D. That's all there is to it. Let me set this down. Very simple, rugged design. It weighs 8.5 ounces, just the unit itself. It's very lightweight. This piece here is aluminum. The piece that attaches to it directly is a 1/4 inch aluminum, just like this piece right here. And then the other pieces are steel because they had to be bent and threaded. This is a threaded piece. And this is the part that it's drilled through, but I make those out of steel because you can't bend aluminum, that thin of aluminum, and have it hold up. It will bend very easy. This stuff doesn't bend. It will come, you can either buy it like this, just the video No-Shok Xtreme, which will mount on any any camera, any video camera, this style will mount up to it, or delicate optical, night vision optics that you happen to have that you don't want subjected to the recoil of your rifle. Spring loaded. All my springs are down inside here, inside the unit. I'm looking into applying for some kind of a copyright or patent And my main goal is to sell this idea so I can move on to the next idea. I want to figure out a way to mount one of these type of cameras on a shotgun that has a lot more physical recoil. It pushes harder. This is, like I said, this is made for high-powered rifles only. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it looks like on the weapon. This is my 308 SIG 716. I've used this now for, this will be my 5th year of using it out in the field, and it works great. No problems at all. It's easy to sling on your gun. Sling the weapon with it on there. It doesn't get in the way as much as possible. But this is a zoomable, shock-proof, now with my Video No-Shok Xtreme 3D. It's now these little cameras, which are 1080p. You can get them in there, and you get them on eBay pretty darn cheap. A lot cheaper than $300 or $400 or $500 that they're wanting for a brand new one. You can get them on eBay and put any of these cameras you want on there, and you'll get to full 1080p, full high definition. And just take a look at some of my videos, and you'll see they're pretty dang good. And this is mainly for a solo hunter, this design, so you don't have to bring somebody else along with you. When you fire the weapon, it goes back, and the camera stays in one position because it's spring loaded. When it fires back like that, the camera stays put and then goes back. It's spring loaded in both directions, so it won't bottom out when it comes back. It oscillates, I mean, just for a microsecond, but you don't see that in the video. But this will work really well for you when you're carrying it. You just sling it, and it's up out of the way. Looks good on there. Got a tactical look to it. It's not in the way. Take it off. Flip out the view screen. Flip it on, and you're ready to go. The camera comes all preset, all the proper setups, all the chimes, all done if you want the camera. Now let me reiterate, if you want to buy just the Video No-Shok Xtreme, this gun is unloaded, by the way. It's an empty magazine in there. If you want to buy just the No-Shok Xtreme, it's $65 plus $5 shipping, $70 total for just that. I sell that just that. If you want to buy the complete unit out of the box, ready to hunt, all you got to do is just put it on your gun and you're ready to go. It's all adjusted and aligned, and all the programming is put in there so it's quiet, and there's some focusing concerns, automatic focusing concerns that I address in the programming that keeps the camera in focus when you're moving around. It doesn't focus on something you don't want it to. And I explain that all in my instructions when you get it. But if you want to buy it with the camera, it's $140 plus $5 shipping, which is $145 total. And it's ready to go. 1080, full 1080p. Some of the cameras that I get And like I said, I get my cameras off of eBay and Amazon, and the majority of them are, and I tell you that right up front, if they're pre-owned or if they're new old stock. Like this particular camera, new old stock, brand new camera. It's about 3-year-old technology, but it's 1080p, works great. These new cameras are super light, and they're really the new ones that you get now, and they're really not very ruggedly made. Although that's why you definitely don't want to try putting one of these on a high-powered rifle without some kind of a shock-absorbing device. And I don't know of anyone out there, but all these cameras that you get out there, the GoPros and the Tachyon gun cams, and there's just scads of them. I had most of them. I've already had them and tried them. The field of view is way too wide. It's got wide-angle lenses on them, and that means your subject of your video is going to be too small. It'll be a little ant out there, and it's just no good. And if anybody's ever tried this, they know exactly what I'm talking about. If you try those little cameras, they don't work for this application. These cameras are zoomable, and you can zoom it in as close as you want. When you're hunting out in the field 300 or 400 yards away, you can zoom it in. I usually use 6 to 7 power, and my videos show that. I've got one that's a little over 300 yards that shows how this camera can zoom in and still stay on target when you're pulling the trigger and stay in focus. Well, that's about it. Like I said, it's my Video No-Shok Xtreme 3D. This should be my final revision unless I think of something else. But everything on it is smooth on the bottom. There's no springs. It just works great. It really does. If you are interested in this, just contact me in my email, which I'll have down there, and just let me know, and I'll get one shipped out to you very shortly. Like I said, it weighs 8.5 ounces without a camera on there. With a camera on there, the video camera on there, full 1080p or 720p, and I let you know which camera that is, whichever one you want. I'll probably discount the 720p's by about $10 if because I do get them cheaper, but they work just as well. It's not necessary to have a full 1080p if you're uploading to YouTube, because YouTube automatically selects 720p for the resolution. You have to manually select 1080p before you're getting that. So it's unnecessary. And unless you have a television monitor or screen that is larger than 32 inches diagonal measurement, you won't see the difference anyway. If you got those big 50 and 60 and 70 inch video screens, then you start seeing the difference. But the 1080 or 720p will work just fine. And then that one, like I said, will sell for $130 plus $5 shipping. 1080p full system, $140 plus $5 shipping. Just the Video No-Shok Xtreme only, the mechanism only, $65 plus $5 shipping. And I've got a bunch ready to go. So if you're interested, please contact me with any questions that you have. And I appreciate you taking the time to look at this. And if you're a solo hunter, this will do you proud. You'll really like your video productions that you make. And you can use it as your main camera as a solo hunter, or as a backup camera, or another angled camera for people that take along another cameraman, and they have a whole completely different camera. But thanks again for your time, and let me know if you're interested.